All right, what we're going to start on now is the DIY project that you're going to be able to take home and make. So everybody's going to get a bag like this. It's got your supplies in it. And what we're going to create, and what you can create, is going to be a kissing ball, which would be something similar to this here. Now this one I added the pine cones and the berries to, so you can customize it, but you're going to have all the greenery and the ribbon and the styrofoam ball to make this with. So in the bag, you're going to have your different types of the greenery. All artificial, yes, correct. And yeah, yeah. And we've got the ribbon, and then you got a little 3-inch styrofoam ball to start creating this with. Yeah, it is going to be all permanent, but there's no reason why you can't add in some fresh to this if you wanted some scent in the house as well. So to get this started, you've got 4 yards of the red satin ribbon. So what we're going to want to do is just divide that in half. And we're just going to wrap that right around the ball like that, and then tie it in the knot at the top. If I had, let me see here. To help hold that in place, just take a little piece of wire or a pin or anything along that line right into the bottom of that. Just make it like a little hairpin. And that's going to help hold that ribbon onto the bottom for you. So it's going to be easier to work that to tie your knot around the top of it then. So I'm just going to double knot that. So I've got it at this point right now. So then to make your hanger that you see on here is we'll just bring that up and again double knot it. So it depends on how far down you want this to hang. So you're going to have plenty of ribbon to use on this. So that creates your hanger point then for that to hang it with. And then I'm just doing a simple shoestring bow. For the top here. And then your tails you can cut off as long as you want them to be. So this is creating the base that we're going to hook the greenery to. And then with the greenery, so like on this stem here that you have in the bag, cut all these off separately. So this is where you're probably going to want some sort of wire cutters or heavier cutters to use as well. So we're just going to take all those, cut them off individually. And then the key to this is you're going to want to take your scissors then and clean off this stem. So you have a nice clean insertion to go into the styrofoam ball. That way it's not going to be falling out at all. Then after you get all those cleaned, then you just start putting these right down into the styrofoam ball all the way around. So we're going to do that with all of this greenery that you have in your bag, and it's going to create the shape of your kissing ball then. So you're going to want to get most of your stems, like some of these are sticking out a little bit more than the others, but make sure that we cover as much as that foam, that styrofoam ball as possible with the greenery. You're still going to have a few open spots, and that's where you can customize the kissing ball as well. The original kissing balls that I read on were actually fresh evergreens just kind of twirled in a circle and tied off. And the old traditional ones would have like a little baby Jesus in the middle. to use in the homes then. This is more of an updated version where you could attach mistletoe to it, or like I did with that with the berries and the pine cones. So you can really make them any style or color that you would like. So it's just trimming off your greenery and just inserting it. So I would start out with like this one type of greenery, which is more of the bulkier greenery, the one stem. You got 3 stems of this one here and one of the other. So if you start out with the one stem and have that all the way around to get a nice even look, then you can go in and add in the other ones. And I'm just holding these right at the base of them, so that it's going to be easier to feed that in the styrofoam. So if you just hold it at the base and then feed that right in, rather than try to hold it at the top, it's going to bend over on you. So you can always pre-cut all your greenery first in order to insert that in there. But you can see how easily these go together for you. And then you can hang it in your doorway. You could, if you don't want to hang it up anyplace, set it into a bowl or a basket on your table as well with some other pine cones or berries or something along that line.
The holder is really pretty. If you have, I've left my candle holders totally not here. If you use a candle holder, you're going to want to create a little bit of a flat spot. You may need to take a piece or 2 of it down. But you could actually do these in different sizes and have them be like topiaries. They're really, really pretty. And again, you can make them the color of the season you want. You want only gold or silver, use gold and silver for the embellishment.
So the other branches that you have in your bag, you got 3 of those. I just cut all those off individually. And again, just inserting them into the styrofoam ball. If you hold them right at the base, they go in there very nicely. So you're just going to keep doing this with all your different stems of greenery. You see how it's going to really start filling in for you then. So that's with 2 branches in there already. So you see how it's starting to take shape very nicely then. So you're just going to do that with all those stems. And then that's where you can start to have fun by personalizing it as well. A little trick on making these with these stems. There's going to be this lighter color like cedar that's on the stems. It has a much softer stem on it than what the other darker branches do. So be sure to leave a little bit of the sturdy stem attached to those pieces. And it's going to go down into the foam a lot easier for you. I learned that the hard way the first one I made. So if you leave a little bit of the original branch still on those, it inserts in very nicely. So this is just a few more pieces to add into this one. So you can see how the greenery in there is going to pretty much fill it in for you. But that's where you can customize it with some fresh evergreen, with berries or pine cones also, anything along that line. So your DIY project you'll be taking home will have this all in the bag to do. Then you can just customize it and make it personalized for yourself then.